day, I am Ngoako with the midday news updates. Zuma Zondwa Mandela back in court. Gale promises army presence to Cape community. Pension fund to have its say at PIC inquiry. Zuma and Zondwa Mandela returned to Springs Magistrate Court today. The nephew of former President Jacob Zuma and the grandson of late statesman Nelson Mandela are among 4 Aurora directors facing charges. The case relates to environmental and water license transgressions at the failed Grootvlei mine. Minister of Police Bheki Cele has told the Philippi community the army will be visible in the area in the coming days. Cele has told the resident soldiers are currently undergoing orientation. The army is here, they have arrived, Cele said. The fund that's been the most at risk with all that's been going down at the PIC is set to have its stay. The government employees pension fund will take the stand today before former CEO Dan Machila continues with his testimony. There has been allegation after allegation against Machila and evidence against him has continued to pile up. Machila has been placed at the center of questionable deals that the asset manager conducted and accused of flaunting processes there, but he has told the commission he left the PIC in good standing and denies any wrongdoing. And Swazi has your sports news updates.
Thank you, Noktula, with your sports news. My name is Swazi. Host England yesterday won the 2019 Cricket World Cup after beating the Black Cats of New Zealand in the Super Over at Lord's in London. England played in their 4th final, claimed the trophy for the first time. The Black Cats had reached the final 2nd consecutive time, but failed to claim the trophy. The New Zealanders made a total of 241 for 8 and England were dismissed for 241. After drama, the match had to be decided in the Super Over, and Ian Morgan and his men claimed victory. And in your netball news, South Africa dominate Fiji to stay unbeaten. Bongimsomi and the ladies managed the biggest score of the Netball World Cup so far with a 90-35 on Saturday. Proteas player Linez Potgieter was brilliant and netted 17 goals from 18 attempts in the first 15 minutes. The Proteas kept it simple in the build-up with most of the attacks involving center Izet Grezal and the heart of the team. Skipper Bongimsomi reached 100 caps during the match. After 24 teams took part in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, it has now come down to 2 teams. Senegal will take on Algeria in the final. The Lions of Taranga took on Tunisia in the first semi and claimed victory by a 0-0. There was high drama in the match as both teams got penalties, but the 2 goalkeepers were brilliant and saved the penalties. After failing to find back of the net, the game had to go to extra time and Senegal got the goal in a form of an own goal. Algeria took on the Super Eagles of Nigeria and won the game by 2-1. Senegal will now meet Algeria in the final on Friday. That's all from Sports News. Goodbye.
Now to traffic and weather updates. Thank you, Noktula. Let's have a look at your traffic updates. In Midrand on the N1, there's an accident before Samron Road. The left shoulder lane has been closed. In Bedford View on the N3, there's a stationary truck on the ramp to the N12 East at Giloli's interchange. Expect a slow-moving traffic. And in Southgate on the M1, there's a police checkpoint. Expect delays on the ramp to the N12. Now let's have a look at your weather updates. Johannesburg is at a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius. Midrand is at a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. And Randburg is at a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. Back to the news desk. That's it from me and the rest of the Joburgtv News team. Goodbye.